great one in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Detroit Lions. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon.
And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Now the Iowa State product, it's Kene Nwangu. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On play action, it's Mahomes. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Well, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Mahomes to throw once more. Flushed out right. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. catch is made by Hardman. Touchdown, Detroit. Mecole Hardman, 33 yards. And the Lions are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Drops it to Jones into flat. First down and much more here for Jones. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we get our bike. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Second down, another shot for Jones. And some room to work. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown. K.J. Hamler, 45 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Crosby with the extra point, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they'll stop him at the 1-yard line, but small consolation there following the turnover. And that one quickly went from a big play for the offense, I thought he may go the distance, to a big play for the defense.
And how about the emotions for the defense on that play? It broke big. It was going to be an absolute disaster for them, and it turns out they end up with the football. I don't know that they're exactly celebrating. Definitely plenty of relief, though.
Caught on the right side by Jones. Touchdown, 49ers. Aaron Jones, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now Jones. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions. but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
Handoff here to Nwangu. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. They'll run for it. It's Nwangu. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Jones. Down to about the 22 here. 2nd and 2. Murray now. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw is Murray. And that is incomplete here.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On third down, here's Jones. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on 4th down. Murray and company going for it on 4th, eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
but they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Murray. This one swung out here to Jones.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got some space here.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They only needed a couple, but the blocking was good. And, of course, you can't tamp him down when he gets past that line of scrimmage.
No, and guess what? Not only were they physical at the point of attack, they executed so well. That's what you have to do in short yardage situations. Everyone has to be in the right spot, taking on a defender to give him the chance that they did, and he took full advantage of it.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And now Murray's going to set up to throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, 49ers.
Anthony Schwartz.
37 yards. And the 49ers have moved out in front. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now Jones.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term?
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. They go play fake. Mahomes.
Man open, that's Henry Ruggs.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. On the give is Nwangu, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Mahomes.
And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Here's Nwangu.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Niners are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
After the turnover, here's Murray. A check down here to Jones.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Murray now to throw. This pass caught by Hamler.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. They're going right back to Hamler.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Aaron Jones as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Crosby with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone.
A dangerous return man showing it here.
Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Lions.
It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Snap comes to Murray at 1.
Flush to his right. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
On 2nd and 12, Murray. The left side completion to Jones. So the completion good for 6 yards. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Murray going to throw. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Murray now on 1st down. Forced out to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Anthony Schwartz, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They fake the give, now Mahomes. And trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
1st down, Murray. He'll go up top here for Hamler. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown. A.J. Hamler.
His second touchdown of the night.
And the 49ers continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
Now Crosby for the point after. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Mahomes now on first down. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
He's got his tight end fan. And he is going to have the Lions first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
And this one is incomplete.
The scoreboard tells the story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flushed out right.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the 49ers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
And to give this time to the tailback. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. It wasn't likely.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 33. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Murray now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here comes the 49ers punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Jones. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Murray. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Hayden Hurst there to make the grab. And the Niners are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now Jones. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And there is a lot of shock in the stadium. The top seed, the favorites, really getting handled thus far in this divisional round. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 30. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hurst. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 23-yard run. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Crosby with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It certainly has not been the outing that they envisioned on their home turf in the divisional round of the playoffs, and they have been pushed around, and now their backs against the wall. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. It's caught inside the 25. And in for the Lions touchdown. Henry Ruggs, 75 yards. And the Lions get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have all but booked their ticket to the NFC Championship game next weekend, and they'll look to finish things off here now in this fourth quarter. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Second down, another shot for Jones. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help Salt. Puts it on the carpet. It's out.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On first down, Hurst. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. Play fake. Murray. That is taken in by Hurst. A big third down play there for the Niners.
Even with the big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
They'll run on first down. McCrary, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw it. Murray being chased out left. And he slides to avoid the hit. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Their coaching staff, they were pretty adamant beginning of the year. Our goal is to get to the Super Bowl. Well, they made it to the playoffs. That's part 1, but they fall a little bit short.
And to me, once again, it exemplifies just how difficult it is to not just make the playoffs, but to win games in the playoffs. So you can set your goals high, but if anything is off during that time, you have some key injuries or you just don't play well, or you get a bad matchup where that team just has better strength than you in certain areas, this is how it ends. So I don't think it's a total loss of a season, but obviously didn't get where they wanted to go.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm